right, welcome to Best African Movies. Still on beautiful treasure series. All right, the movie is getting more interesting. All right, now if you can guess what will happen at the end of this movie correctly, all right, drop your comment. I have a gift for you. All right, if you can guess what will happen at the end of this movie correctly, all right, drop your comment under this video. All right, I'm going to write down your name and every other necessary thing, all right, to keep in touch. All right, so still on this series, Frederick's cousin brother, his name is Ikenna, all right, came to visit his parents. They were advising him to just because he just got promoted. All right, so they were advising him to get married early, that it's good. All right, his father also told him to get married early. All right, so in process, if Ikenna told his father that he already has someone and soon he will bring her home. All right, so Frederick and Chinenye, on the other hand, were coming back from the stream, playing their lovey things. So, all right, so on their way, they met their uncle, that's Chinenye's uncle. All right. Surprisingly, he did not utter a word to them. All right, but his facial expression is something else. All right. So when they got home, Chinenye appreciated Frederick and also advised him to go to his shop because he has locked it for some time because of her. All right. Frederick refused though. Insisted to help her do more chores at home. All right. Chinenye's uncle, all right, met Frederick's mother on his way to nowhere. That man, I don't think he has a job. All right, he met Frederick's mother, started complaining to Frederick's mother that Frederick locked up his shop and went to fetch water for Chinenye, acting like a toy where Chinenye is. Man, this man, eh? His mother, Frederick's mother, was surprised. All right, so Ikenna, Frederick's cousin, on the other hand, came to visit Frederick as well in the shop. But you know now, Frederick was still with Chinenye, so he waited, and in no time, Frederick came in. All right, and I explained to him that he had to go and help Chinenye out with some chores because she is going back to school this weekend. You know now, guy man understand. All right, so with that anger, all right, with that anger in Frederick's mother's mind, you know, Chinenye's uncle has already said some things. All right, so with that anger, she was really angry with Frederick. She started quarreling with Frederick to leave Chinenye alone and marry Nkechi. Nkechi is a staff in microfinance bank, all right, according to her. But Frederick concluded by saying, if there is no Jennifer, that's Chinenye, if there is no Jennifer in this house, things will not remain the same. All right, he left with anger. All right, his mother really felt bad, thinking something is wrong with his son. All right, her daughter advised her that when a man is in love, he sees or thinks nothing except his love. She advised her to leave Frederick alone. All right, Ikenna's father, on the other hand, which is Frederick's cousin's father, all right, his name is Ikenna. All right, Ikenna's father, on the other hand, was busy taking his shekbel. His son's girlfriend came in. All right, he welcomed her very well. You know, he wants his son to get married early. He welcomed her very well, not even knowing that that's his son's girlfriend, but because he has seen a lady now coming to look for his son. So he welcomed her very well and told her that his son went to buy something for him. All right. So in the process of their little conversation, Ikenna's father said he has already accepted her to be his son's wife. All right. So 1 year on, Frederick was so worried. All right, because things are no longer working for him as expected. All right, so when Chinenye came in, it's unlike him that Chinenye will come in to visit him and you see him being so serious and down. All right, but this time around, when Chinenye came in, Chinenye saw him in that mood and she was worried. but she ended up advising him, encouraging and cheering him up. All right, after Fredrick must have explained to her that things are not working well for him. All right, so after Chinenye left, Frederick's friend came to visit. All right, his friend that they were hustling together now, when Fredrick was carrying load in the market for people and all of that. All right, so his friend came to visit him, and he continued explaining to his friend that he's not happy, he's worried with the way things are going with him. But with how they have been in years, his friend decided or promised to support him with 350,000 naira. Good friend. Frederick was happy with his friend and really, really appreciated him. All right, so immediately Chinenye called Frederick that her mother is not feeling well. Frederick rushed home to Chinenye's mother. All right, in process, bought her some foodstuffs and medicine. All right, he also promised to help her do some chores later. Chinenye's mother was really happy and appreciated Frederick for all his effort towards her and her daughter. All right. So on this fateful day, Frederick was in his shop. All right, when Chinenye visited him with joy, telling him how she will buy him a lot of things, phones and other things. All right. So, but with the way she was acting and all of that, Frederick knew that something is wrong. And in the process of discussing all of that, she told Frederick that her body is doing her somehow, alright? Oh, Frederick calmed her down with words, so with words, calmed her down, alright, and promised her that she should not worry. After her last papers, that's her exam, they will do the thing, alright? So it's time for their exam. Oh, Chinenye and her friend Lizzie Flex. They were on their way to the exam hall when a young man, hmm, oh, when a young man approached them, introduced himself as Dominic, based in USA, and said he wants to have a word with Chinenye. Chinenye told him that her exam is starting any moment from now, that she has to go. Dominic insisted that what he has to say is very important, that it's about her profession. Alright, in the process, requested for Chinenye's phone number, but she refused and walked out on him. Chinenye's friends, because they don't hear say United States of America, ended up giving out Chinenye's number to Dominic. When Chinenye heard it, she was not happy with her friends. She was really, really, really angry with them. Alright? But after their exams, Chinenye's friends hanged out with Dominic. Alright, he told them his intention towards Chinenye, and they gave him an idea because they already told him Chinenye has someone serious in her life. All right, so Lizzie gave him an idea that it's better he goes to Chinenye's village and spoil her mother with money. All right, that was the idea Lizzie gave to Dominic. My people, now wow. So on the other hand, Chinenye's friend started advising her to grab Dominic because Chinenye's mother has not been feeling well, and this time she needs an operation. Alright, so her friends started advising her to grab Dominic because her mother needs money for operation. And according to them, Frederick, your boyfriend, cannot afford it. My people, this is somehow. What will Chinenye do? Alright, this is the end of this series. Please subscribe to my channel for more interesting gist. Like I said, it's getting more interesting. Alright, if you can guess what will happen at the end of this movie, like I said, I have a gift for you. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe.